are, start of the coast to coast walk. So, the start of the walk, day one. Here's the beach. That's St. Bees Head, where we're going to be climbing up there. And on the beach we'll get us a little rock, a little stone, pebble, because that's tradition. Dip our feet into this Irish Sea, the Irish Sea, and then carry a little pebble all the way to the other coast, and that's the North Sea in Robin Hood's Bay. The sea is looking magnificently, and there was some rain, and maybe there will be a bit more, but the forecasts for the rest of the week are very good. Getting warm a little bit every day. English grass. At least that's the direct translation. Beautiful, right on the edge of England, so very fitting. Plenty of little rocks, colorful or spotted. Shiny, not too heavy, you have to carry it. Three nice little rocks. Some just too nice to throw it in the sea again. So I'll take two and another one. Yeah. Plenty of choice. Now we go to the sea. Dip our toes. It can be with shoes, so we'll do that. I know these little heaps of, well, it's kind of sea worm. This is next to it. All over. Very curious. Probably it's breathing there because that little hole stays intact. Very strange. There we are at the sea. Okay, dip our toes. So Irish Sea, farewell. We'll walk all the way. We'll walk all the way across to the North Sea. And start is now. The first part of the climb done, and already a magnificent view, a bit hazy in the distance. A little rain again, but short showers mostly. For the wind. We have reached about the highest point here. I'm walking along at the same level here on a hill of about 100 meters, and further up we can see a steep cliff. All kinds of seabirds here soaring in the wind, including a species that we're not sure of. We have to walk around this little inlet and then back up again on the stairs, and then we walk on top of that cliff we just saw. I think we can hear some of these birds. They're nesting out there. We just walked on that ridge there. In the distance you can see the birds, seabirds, and some crows and seagulls. This is what we needed, a guide for the birds. And I think we're seeing razorbills here, although it could be guillemot. But look at there, on this cliff. You can zoom in. They're sitting there, painting it white. Yes, we can see some nocturnes. And they're the razorbills. So look at this one. Oh! Yes. So there we see both species. On the right, if you can see it, there's the razorbills, and on the left it's the guillemot. Now we have the view of thousands of guillemots, and there's razorbills, but most of them are guillemots. So you can see now the razorbills have probably another spot. I just saw a gannet as well and a puffin. Amazing here. And if you can see it on the water, hundreds floating around. We're blowing away in the breeze. More stunning cliffs and views out far away. Beautiful path with the fence on the other side, so we can easily take a tumble off the cliff, which is quite high still. Hey! Last view of the Irish Sea. Over there is a sign, we're going inland, walking towards the other coast. At the end of an exciting first day on the coast to coast, we intended to wild camp near Dent Hill. Alas, the trail to Dent Hill was closed due to clearance work. Fallen down trees from a storm a couple of months earlier. So we had to improvise, and we ended up in a sheltered and empty meadow, only to be greeted by half a dozen calves in the morning. They seemed to expect some breakfast there, so we decided to skip ours and quickly continue on our way, before we would encounter the farmer that was going to feed them. Beautiful area this. Land's End. It's gonna be a big drop off. Ah, there we go. Whew. Wow. Probably have to go back up somewhere. For now we'll go down into the valley. All these nice little streams of water you have to cross. Waterproof shoes behind you. This one was alright with the stones. Well, let's have a taste of what English drink and cakes. What it tastes like, of course. Waterfalls, steep mountain sides, and there is Enerdale Water. Large lake. After all, we're in the Lake District. It's the first one. Orchids. Don't know the name. A lot of butterflies here. Mountains, fields, forests, lake, sunshine. Beautiful. Steep mountains. Another orchid. Beautiful. We had to climb up, now we go down again. Not so easy. Later on.
Die oudjes die kwamen hier ook.
Yeah, just some old folk, they made it apparently easily. This is a meat-eating plant. And there's quite a few of them here. Oh look, there's actually, you can see some of the victims there. Tiny insects. Digested. Another meat-eating plant, the sundew, if that's directly translatable. Beautiful plants. The advantage of traveling with someone who knows their plants, you can see that there's loads more, and here even more of these. Another sundew, really beautiful dew indeed. Lots of them, just on the shore of this lake. We found a little spot here by the lake, which is flat. Some people have made fires, and I have installed my water filtering gravity system. Let gravity do the work. The bag of collected water, mini well portable water filter, then an active carbon filter into the bottle, and then release. Nothing to do anymore. Just wait till it's full. It's not amazingly quick, but it's hands-free, and it's a lot easier than the squeeze filter I used to have. What was the brand? Can't remember. Anyway, the filter required squeezing and the bag couldn't take the squeeze, so it broke at a very inconvenient moment. Beautiful morning with a view out on the lake. It's 8:45. Already packed up the tent to get it a bit dry. Yesterday was an early start with no chance of drying the tent. Just had breakfast. Our stuff here. This is where we put our tent. And again, filtering some water because you really need quite a bit of water. All the dried food, breakfast needs water, tea or coffee, and it just goes automatically. Oh, it's nearly finished. Let's have a stop. Change bottles. Just looking over the water like this, I can imagine an eagle coming in and trying to catch a fish. You see, like you see on this, on the documentaries. I think actually the osprey, fish and eagle, might live here. So maybe we still get to see it. That'd be great. Today we saw meat-eating plants and a few of the sundews, and now, just before leaving, there's actually lots more here of these plants. Sundew, looking great in the sunshine. More and more along this little stream. Beautiful plants trying to catch their breakfasts. There's some on the other side as well here, across the stream. So, time to pack up final things and head onwards on the trail. Beautiful here. Very steep mountains. Really looks like mountains, even though they're not really high. We will walk for several kilometers through the valley, and then, as far as I can remember, we go up through the Enerdale Pass. So there'll be some climbing. We're walking here in the valley, and if you look at these mountains, go very high, and the tree line up there makes you feel quite small to walk here. At this moment it's reasonably flat, but a few more kilometers and we'll really go up. Serious climbing, and that while the sun is quite warm. We've arrived at the legendary Black Sail Hut. And it's the last bit of shade before the going gets really steep out there over the pass. I think it's called Hollister Pass, whatever. Hanister, can't remember. No trees anymore. We had second lunch here on the last tree that gave us some shade. So amazing view still. Preparing ourselves for the big climb, because we already did about 100 meters, but now another 300. It's quite steep. This is the point where we turn left and go steep. Look at these waterfalls, rapids. We have to cross this, and then they'll go up there, all the way up. So this looks like a big long staircase, but good treads, but it goes on quite a while. Look down. Already a long way. And a long way up, but not as far anymore, I hope. We've made it to the top You can't see the bottom anymore from here, but you can see the lakes there. And I think the lake over there, that's Enerdale Water, where we come from. We walked yesterday along the banks on the left side, looking at this way. We camped and we walked all the way. And now we're at the top. We're just walking here on the top, and this every now and then you look to the left and then think, whoa, what a view. Little stream down there, these lakes, these. We've already descended quite a way, and down there's the valley. Probably somewhere there or a little bit further is our goal, our end point for today. So relatively easy walking, slowly downhill, sometimes big rocks, but a lot of the times easier. Beautiful sight down there. And over here, big mountains with another one of the famous fences. God knows why they needed them up high there.
Day 3 took us from the beautiful camp spots at the shores of Enerdale Water through the valley towards the Black Sail Hut and up the mountain at Loftbeck, reaching a height of 600 meters. On the other side we went down Honester Pass into the next valley to Borrowdale, where we camped at Chapel House Farm, a campsite with a remarkable mobile reception and more rules than we could memorize. The Borrowdale Youth Hostel was close by and provided us with cool drinks and hot food. Quite welcome after 2 days of camping in the wild. Next time on the Coast to Coast with Lucy and Rudy. Hot days,
Nice
steep
stream.
climbs, stunning views. And a beautiful camping spot by the lake at Grisedale Tarn. Join us then.